Hold the air. I see the subject inside. Looks like he's got a gun in his hand, and he's pointing at the clerk. Coz, I've got the south covered behind you. Watch the crossfire. Running southbound, Rob. He's coming right at you.
All units, Victor 3, Victor 5 are fighting with 1. Hold the air.
Victor 3, slow down. Subject in custody. Firearm recovered.
Copy that. Command clear. Subject is in custody for the robbery. Firearms recovered.
What's in the box?
Give me the
What's
gun.
in the fucking box?
Give me the gun.
Oh, nothing better than a box with police tape on it.
Bro, what's in the fucking
What's in the box? So let's back up a little bit for anybody out there that wasn't there when what's in the box came to be, right? So there has been so much fun to be had in this studio, man. I could not be more proud of the guests that we've had and the directions that we're going, man, and the things that we have lined up. I could not be more excited for what we've done and where we're going. And with that being said, you know, a lot of the feedback has been, look, we love your guys' guests. We want to see Rob and Coz just get loose and kind of cut it up. And so from that, it really hit the sweet spot from a very special lady that's married to one of our own. I'm going to give a shout out to Nicole Turvo out there because she's given a lot of feedback to us as far as, hey, you guys need to be you. The audience wants to see Rob and Coz. Not that we don't want to see the guests, we do, but we want to see Rob and Coz cut it up just randomly. So that came to you doing what you do best, which is the creative side of Hold the Air podcast. And you're like, wait a minute, what if at the after party at the biggest event in Lansing, all the cops get together at the bar? What if we made a suggestion box, everybody writes down their suggestions and throws it in there, and we don't peek. And we're just going to pull something at random, and we're just going to have Rob and Coz just be like, okay. And here's the problem.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of immaturity in the box.
Yeah. We don't know what's in the box.
There's probably some immaturity in the box. We don't know anything from hilarity to something more serious.
Yeah.
We don't know. But here's the thing. We don't want it to stop with just what is currently in this box. We want to expand this because, let's face it, we have some great ideas of what we're going to do upcoming.
Yep.
And I'm super excited. But some of our best ideas have come from people out there just in our viewing audience giving us suggestions that, hey, you know what you guys should do? And we're like, that's a great idea. We should do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I love the idea that we're just going to pull some things at random. But what we want to do is we don't want it to stop there. We want to encapsulate our whole viewing audience of 29 Facebook viewers we're going to get tonight, right? Whatever it's, I'm just kidding. Whatever it's going to be, we want to open it up. And if you have a suggestion idea, we've got an email. And in that email is holdtheairpodcast@gmail.com. Email it. And here's the cool part. The other thing that people want to know, the overwhelming feedback has been, we want to see Rob and Coz cut it up, number one. And number two, where is the Hold the Air podcast merch? Where's the swag, right? We want stickers. We want T-shirts. And here's the thing. It's coming. Just like what we said 6 months ago when we first announced, hey, we're doing a podcast, and everywhere we went, it was so cool, man. Everywhere we went, where's this podcast at? We're so pumped for you guys to do it, this and that. What do we always say? It's coming. Yep. It's coming. Yep. It's coming. We had to build a studio, so appreciate everybody being patient on the it's coming when we first launched the podcast. Now here it is. Where's the swag? Where's the merch? And we're saying it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. We promise it is. We've got a bomb ass logo coming, and we're gonna build off of that, and it's gonna be sweet. So,
what I'd like to say too, though, Rob, is like the box thing. You know, it's one of those the bar ideas that pop up, and
yeah, man.
and you're in the moment. And it was Silver Bells, and it was after Silver Bells, and this year the Silver Bells was absolutely insane from what I'm being told.
Yeah, man.
We didn't have to police that. Obviously, we weren't there. But I feel very strongly about the relationships that I was able to build with my coworkers, right? And I don't even call them coworkers. They're friends for life, right?
100%, yeah.
In law enforcement, it's just a little different. But to be able to have conversations with someone in the beginning, in the middle, at the end of their career, or the new guys that are coming on, and then all of a sudden you make a new friend, that's a forever thing. So I miss those conversations being retired.
Yeah, me too.
I miss talking about the little victories that someone might have had on a traffic stop, or a case that a detective put together and they got what they were working on, or a target, a violent criminal that was apprehended the right way, whatever. This box, it gives us an opportunity to kind of fall back into some conversations that we can't have anymore. So
absolutely,
I know like a third of it's going to be just.
Oh, there's some child ass shit in this box,
there's
man.
going to be some really, really silly shit in this box.
Yeah, man.
But I'm sure there's going to be topics that are going to be very familiar to us, and I'm excited to just reach in there and get out and talk about it, and whatever's in there. And if it's something we can't do, well,
you do it anyway. hey, this is our commitment.
Yeah.
Okay, can we agree? Anything that comes out of this box, we're not going to just say, we're not going to look at it and say, we're not doing that.
Sure. Yeah.
We have to, like, I'm committed. Whatever rabbit comes out of this box, dude, I'm committed to rolling with it.
And whoever wrote their name is going to get credit for either the correctness of it or the dumbness of it.
Okay. So that's a good point. This is what I think we should do. If you want to be anonymous, I don't know how you do that, emailing in or whatever, but if you want to be anonymous, you could just always say in the email, keep me anonymous, and that's fine.
Right.
Like we're not trying to put anybody out there on blast, right? But here's the cool thing. If you put your name to the suggestion that ends up in this box and we pull it, then what we're going to do, I get it, we're a little behind on the swag, we're a little bit behind on the merch, but it's coming. When that comes to be and we get t-shirts and everything made up, if we use when we pull your rabbit out of the box here, so to speak, and your name is on it, you're gonna get some free stuff. That's a promise, right? 100%. So
another thing too is remember later in our career, right? Like towards the end of our career, the new guy would come up and say something, right? Like they were excited about some weed that they got on a stop or something, and you have to meet him there.
Yeah.
What I hated when I first started, when I looked up to some people, I would want to have that conversation with the guy that I kept hearing about that was doing all this great stuff, and it meant so much to me that they reciprocated the energy in the conversation. That was like that. That's when you knew you were talking to the right person, and you were excited, and like I want to do this hard and fast my whole career because he just was happy for me, and it was a little dime bag of weed or something. You know what I mean? So there might be stuff in here from a newbie. There might be some here from someone, a betweener.
Yep.
There's going to be some ridiculously in here, probably from Dougie.
There's going to be some juvenile ass shit.
I guarantee you, Dougie Halls is going to be ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And there's some other people that I can name that if they put something in this box.
Here's the best part. We did this at a cop after party.
Yeah.
So
after they got their teeth knocked in at Silver Bells.
So this box, as we like to say, alcohol was a factor.
yeah. It's a hot box, bro.
Absolutely. Right. Alcohol was a factor. All right.
So you're gonna dig it?
So this is the first time. This is the first one.
Yeah.
How are we gonna make this fair? Or who's gonna draw the first card, bro?
Rock, paper, scissors, bro.
100%.
Here we go.
2 out of 3 or just one and done?
One and done.
One and done it is.
You don't get to do a traffic stop over again.
You okay?
All right, ready?
Oh, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. All right, here it is.
Pull it out.
Here it is.
With your meat claw in there, dude.
I can't even get in there. All right, we're gonna.
And we have not looked at this. I swear.
This is 100% rando.
Yeah, rando, dude. Ouch. Okay, hold on. Let's see. All right, you gotta sit down. Gotta sit down.
I can't even read this with a straight face. I'm gonna. Okay, wait. This should be what's in the box policy.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm putting you on the spot because there's no dress rehearsal here,
right? Yeah, because Rob's coming up with policy.
I think this is the way it works.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We rock paper scissors to figure out who pulls the hat.
Yeah.
Right, or pulls the card out of the hat. That person has to read it to the other one. The other one has to answer.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So I get to read this to you, and you get to answer. Now, not to say I'm just going to be a fly on the wall.
Yeah. No.
But you get to go first.
Yeah.
How's that?
It's like one of those old game shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're absolutely going to post this.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
We're absolutely because I don't know if you can read it or whatever. So, but we'll zoom in on it and we'll post it to show you that this is authentic.
Hit me, bro.
Why do everyone sleep together?
All right.
Why do everyone sleep together?
Okay. All right. So there's a little heat in this question, right? So somebody's feelings got hurt. It sounds like.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. Real important point here. This one is anonymous.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This one is anonymous,
which is good.
You think?
Yeah. So listen. This job moves very, very fast. It moves very, very fast.
Some faster than others.
I don't think that you should get into this profession, and I mean this, too early, right? If you haven't lived a little and made mistakes a little, and you got a badge and a gun and you're trained and they give you a car and you got a little bit of authority, I don't know from a man's perspective that you can keep it reeled in.
Yeah, man.
I think you're gonna move fast. You're gonna the pay's good. You're gonna want things like a new car, and you're gonna want to go out there and you want to talk about how cool you are and how And I don't know that a lot of guys young in their career are very committable. So to answer the question, if you're in a soft relationship, which means you're not that committed, this whole sleeping together thing might be a problem. It could be a problem.
So
you know what I mean?
So I love your perspective on that, and I think it's important for us to pause right here for a second. Right, this one is a little bit out of our. It's a little bit out of our wheelhouse. Why? Because we've been married a long time, and man, shout out there to our wives. My wife Jess and your wife Kendra. I've been together with my wife for 20 years, married 18.
We just celebrated our 25th anniversary.
25th. You've been married 25 years, bro. Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
But dude, it wasn't a 25 years without problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't want to sit here and say to a young person that may have wrote this, that there was things that I did well all the time. Like when I first became a cop, my time management was terrible. I was going to work, then going out, and it was fast paced. It wasn't comfortable. I'm sure it wasn't comfortable for Kendra. And we had our issues, dude. We're together today because we know we're partners for life, right? But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm just perfect and I've never made any mistakes, or I've never pissed her off, or I've never come home late.
I don't know how you say that. I've never pissed my wife off.
Yeah, dude. So I
in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm happy that I didn't make a lot of mistakes that cost me the relationship that I still enjoy today. But as a young person, dude, if you're not married and you're in this profession, just take your time or whatever. But it's a rough road to navigate sometimes, for both sides.
Yeah,
for both sides of the conversation, but
for sure. I will. I love your perspective on that, man. I really do. And this is totally against the humorous aspect of what's on this note card, right?
Somebody was mad.
Somebody
was mad.
And I think we can circle back to it, right? I think we can circle back to it because we're talking about our wives and in our perspective, but I think that for me, I'm talking about my own experience.
Yeah.
The right move for me was to make sure that when I got married, right? When my wife and I got married, I was ready to be married. That was me. That was my experience. Right. Shout out to Rob Backus. He's now chief of police. He was not chief then when I'm going to make the analogy here, but I remember when,
because if you were still there, dude, I think you're working on a promotion or something, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Never. Hey. One thing that you should know by now is promotions missed me with that, right?
Gotcha.
But I'm not trying to give any undue shine, but I loved his perspective because he was married before I was married, and I was just teasing him, just like cops do, just out of good fun. He was on the doorstep of being married, and I was just razzing him a little bit as guys do. You know what I mean? And I don't even remember what I said. It was something like, are you sure you're ready to get married, or so whatever it was, just something childish, I'm sure. And he looked me dead in the face. And his wedding was like, I don't know, a month out or whatever, month or 2 out, whatever it was. He goes, if it was tomorrow, it wouldn't be fast enough. I am so ready to be married to my wife. I'm literally counting the minutes, and I'm a month away or whatever it was. Like, He was so ready. And that struck me as that's how I want to feel, right? I don't want to be Chip and Joanna Gaines. I don't want to be Fixer Upper. You know what I mean? Like, we've all probably felt like that at some point in times in our lives, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want that to be, I didn't want to have a Fixer Upper till death do us part. Right. So when I got married, I was ready to be married. And man, shout out to my wife. She has been put through the ringer being married to me. But one thing that I hope that she would be able to say that she could be, I know I can count on her, and I hope that she would be able to count on me to know that there's one woman on the planet for me, and that's my wife.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
And not to say that I'm perfect, because man, I'm not. And it's hard, as you know, but I'm glad that there's trust on that level. You know what I mean? So the other thing to kind of turn the corner here, with the immediate thing that popped in my mind, right? With why do everybody sleep together? some of that. Look, man, some of that just can't be, in my mind, it just can't be explained, right? It reminds me of that. Did you ever see the movie Joe Dirt?
Yes.
Tell me you saw the movie Joe Dirt.
It's been a minute, but I remember.
Joe Dirt, at the very end, where he finds his parents, and his parents are total freaking dirt bags. But listen to that. And he's looking around. He goes, "Why didn't y'all look for me?" Right? And the dad goes, "Z, pull it up."
It's mullet, right?
Yeah, the mullet wig.
Yeah.
Pull up Joe Dirt. Posy in a Plymouth or something like that. There we go. Yeah, that's it. So the dad goes off, dude. Yeah. And this is the first thing that came to my mind, man. Okay. Go ahead.
We didn't go back.
So lead on.
Hey, how exactly is a rainbow made? How exactly does the sun set? How exactly does a positrack rear end on a Plymouth work? It just does.
It just does.
Hey, Why does everybody sleep together?
Yeah.
It just does.
It just does. Dude, that's
I don't know.
perfect.
It just does.
You know what it is, dude? It's shared experiences.
Yeah, you're right.
We're going through the same thing, but through different lenses, right? And we're processing it in different ways, and we find friendship and comfort in different ways, and it's moving super fast. And then you go to sleep and you wake up, and it's a whole different day, whole different set of problems. You're moving super fast, and you're just looking for somebody that kind of relates. And again, no judgment, right?
100%.
It moves fast. And sometimes we make good decisions and sometimes we don't, right? I can remember friends that were going through a lot of stuff, and I just wanted to be there and be able to talk to them and help them out. And if they're moving too fast, maybe try to slow them down a little bit. But at the end of the day, dude, it's just a bunch of shared experiences. And then you got to figure out, you'll know, right? We knew, right? When that relationship is right, it's right. And then, then you stop sleeping together with other people. It gets better. So the answer,
as far as I know, though, it's always been like that. And I think to your point, it comes back to the shared experiences of you're in the blood and the mud, right?
Yeah.
And it's you're locking arms with someone else, and it's you and me. We're together on this thing, and we're gonna tackle this the situation, whatever it is in that moment. And there's a bond there. Yeah. And I think too, that's why there's also a bond between cops and nurses, right? There's a bond there. Cops and dispatchers. I married a dispatcher, right? Why? Because there's a lot of commonality there, a lot of common stress, a lot of common things to talk about, so,
and
that's pretty much exactly what I was afraid of coming out of the box, man.
I wish
whoever anonymously put that in the box, shout out to you.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I thought was going to happen.
If we can end it here, dude, this is what I'm going to lean into my 25 years of law enforcement experience. This is clearly a woman's handwriting.
Clearly. So
hopefully, whoever wrote this, hopefully we answered the question.
Hey, and if not, hey,
it is what it is.
It ain't a fixer-upper.
Okay, so that was everything we expected it to be.
Come on, man.
I
so
don't know.
Fun.
To the anonymous person who wrote that question, thank you very much, because that's exactly what we wanted and what we were hoping for. Please hit us up in our email. If with any other types of questions, as we're going to do this thing for as long as we do this podcast.
Yeah, man.
Because this keeps us tied into you guys that we miss, that we can't see on a daily basis. And I can't wait to put my hand in this box and talk about the next topic of whatever discussion.
100%. And the first one, look, we know there's going to be some juvenile stuff in here, but we also know there's going to be some serious stuff in here.
Yeah.
And also, I would just like to add to that, bro, is this got created at a police after party, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that's our only audience.
Yeah.
What we want is for our whole audience.
Yep.
It's wide open to anybody out there. Email us in with what you want to hear about, and we'll tee it up.
Yep. Sounds good, brother.
All right, man. All right. Hey, that was a blast, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cheers, man. All right, take it easy, brother.